Remember how I said that, that I may or may not be, what was it? That I wouldn't be possibly commenting over this playthrough anymore? Yeah, that was a goddamn lie. Welcome back to the Sonic Adventure DX playthrough. As we now start off with Tails' story. Sonic Adventure 1 started the whole, like,
working great.
multiple story
All systems
scenario
go, full
thing
speed
with
ahead.
the 3D Sonic games. And unfortunately, though, when it came down to
What's this?
these different stories, we kind of had to keep up with the Sonic team had to keep up with the fact that they had to provide a little bit more variety for these different stories, while at the same time providing a different story. So now we're going to switch from the classic Sonic gameplay of going from point A to point B, moving as fast as fucking possible, to, well, a different gameplay change. As you can already tell, we don't necessarily start off with Emerald Coast. We're already at the end of Sonic's area. And now we're back at Station Square, because that was just a cutscene, a very, very minor cutscene that required a loading screen.
Boy, you're lucky I saw you come down.
Maybe that's what Sonic 06 was trying to do. No, wait a second, there is an actual
So what
reason
went wrong
behind
anyway?
that.
It's
I was
not
gonna
like you
say,
crashed
there
like
was
that.
an actual... Apparently enough, the fact that there are multiple different loading times for Sonic Adventure 1, maybe Sonic 06 was kind of paying
You can
homage to
always
that,
borrow my plane
since,
for Tornado if you want.
Wave Ocean is actually Emerald Coast, just in HD.
Check out this power supply.
At least that's basically what it
It's
is.
a Chaos Emerald. No way.
So, maybe they were trying to pay homage to, like, the old days of the PlayStation and the GameCube / Dreamcast, where load times were all over the fucking place.
I'll show you what I've been working on. We'll go to the station, hop on a train, and get there in no time.
Okay, now we are in control of everybody's favorite porn star, Tails. As much as I hate to hear me say that, that is true. I don't know what it is with Tails and porn, but apparently enough, everybody loves this fucking fox. And his dick. I don't know why, but it happens. It happens. I just kind of roll with it. Heyo! Okay, very first thing that you might want to do that will give you a wake up is what I do here. Yes, there is an actual point to this hole in the ceiling. In here, you will get Tails, one of Tails' few upgrades, the...
Look, it's your jet anklet. Its jet power makes you fly faster.
Thank you, mysterious ball of light. Okay, so the jet anklet, as the ball of light told us, that, it makes us fly faster. Well, in my case, it's slightly faster. You're going to want to get this as early as possible if you want to have a red-point time. As you can see, you can quite... Tails plays just about
The train headed for the
in
main
every
island will be
aspect.
departing soon.
Oh, also right here, you get a secret emblem. Tails pretty much plays like any other time in the 2D Sonic games that that you have played thus far. And You can't get on top of those train tracks, by the way. There's no invisible wall blocking you that way. Nope.
Well. If it isn't Sonic and Tails.
You should also take note of Dr. Eggman's voice in Tails' story, as each of these stories are told from a different perspective because you're playing as a different character. And the difference between Sonic's story and Tails' story is a prime example of that. As you can hear, Dr. Eggman's voice is a lot more sinister than what his normal voice usually is. Because Tails usually views Dr. Eggman as this big, evil asshole that just wants to destroy the world. And in order to go along with that, Dr. Eggman needs to have a very, very evil sounding voice, as opposed to Sonic the Hedgehog, who usually jokes around with him, and as a result of that, Dr. Eggman usually sounds pretty normal in that regard. Alright, so we are up against the A Cornet again, this time around as Tails. Unlike Sonic, you cannot spam the A button and perform that glitch. You actually do have to fight the A Cornet the legitimate way. Because in order to replace, let me just reword that for a second here. In order to involve Tails' ability to fly, like he's usually, like you are usually accustomed to that, they had to replace Sonic's homing attack with Tails. Because that's what made him unique in the 2D games also. It was the same way with Knuckles as well. But no, you cannot spam the A button like you did in Sonic's playthrough. There's just no possible way. Because nobody doesn't really use the homing attack. No, that was actually a bad idea on Sega's part.
That was just too easy.
If
Gotcha.
the reason why they wanted a whole lot of variety when they decided to go with this multiple story ordeal was namely because of the fact that the gameplay had to change. It absolutely had to change to keep up variation, otherwise you'll wind up with Sonic Heroes, where it's basically the same goddamn thing, only that you're doing it a total of 6 times instead of 4 times. Although, unlike Sonic Adventures, Sonic Heroes, all you had to do was collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds in that one particular story, and then, boom, you're off to the last story. I'm not entirely sure if I said this before, but I'll keep on saying it. Whenever I see a playthrough of Sonic Heroes, I want to see the person, or persons, depending on whether or not it's a group, to play through all 4 teams. Not to see those people suffer. Not to see those people suffer, but rather it's a 3D Sonic game. When you do a Let's Play of Sonic Adventure 1, you don't just do Sonic's story, and then off screen you do everybody else's story, so that you can get to the final story of the game, and then finish off your playthrough from there. That's not how a playthrough of Sonic Adventure works.
Right? So what do you say, Sonic? Let's find the Chaos
Because
before Eggman does.
Because there's a whole lot more to show off. Then again, Sonic Adventure has that benefit that it provides a whole lot more variation to each individual story, for better or for worse. So I can see where, usually I can see where everybody comes from whenever they do just Team Sonic, because it is a Sonic game. But then again, it's a 3D Sonic game, so I absolutely want to see a longer Let's Play and not 7 parts worth. You can also fly over here again, another secret album. Ooh, nice, I landed on one of the gears. Okay, so now we need to pick up this win key, in case if you haven't watched my previous playthrough of Sonic's story. This is actually the entryway towards one of the levels. It just really bothers me that whenever somebody does that, I kind of sit there and go, that's way too short. Okay, now we're getting into the real meat of Tails' gameplay. Tails' gameplay is actually racing. So while it is very reminiscent of Sonic's playthrough, it by means of having to race everything, you'll also get the fact that, well, you're racing. You're actually racing against Sonic in most of these levels. Mind you, I said most. Whoa! Come on, Tails. What? That actually counts as a death? Oh, fuck off, game. Yeah, sometimes some of these levels are kind of bullshit. And what the game determines whether or not you should actually kind of cheat on. Now, here's another thing about Tails' gameplay. Because of the fact that you can quite literally fly to an extent, you would you don't have to follow the same path as Sonic, and as a result of that, there are many areas in the gameplay where you can take massive shortcuts. Wind Valley being one of those levels. And as you can see, those rings, those giant floating green rings off in the background right there, those are actually shortcuts that Tails can take. And they also boost up your... What the fuck right here? This playthrough has been complete and shit anyway, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna fret over it like most of my playthroughs, but... Look. The green rings, they also refill your flight ability. And there's another thing that the Tails gameplay kind of works into your favor, is because the AI is rubber band based. So you can be standing far behind quite a bit, but once you be able to catch up, you might be you can get pretty far
The train headed for
ahead of
Station
your
Square
opponent.
will be departing
The
soon.
other thing about the races in the actual levels is that is that with the rubber band AI, and you're basically like really far ahead of the opponent, in this case Sonic. Remember that I said that it is rubber band AI. Like, I haven't mentioned that enough. And as a result of that, Sonic can in fact teleport to like about most of the way, so that the AI can catch up. So we're going to head into Casinopolis. This is all the garbage area that you can enter as Sonic.
Come on, Tails. You made
So I guess you're technically not really missing much
it. See you later, Tails.
in terms of the
All right,
in
Tails.
terms of the level itself. The level layout is basically the same thing. It's not like Windy Valley, where the entire level is basically cut in half, but rather the entire level is short enough to a point where
Hooray!
they might as well just keep it in, because why not?
You made it.
This is technically the area that Sonic also went into. Hello, Sonic! Ow! Nova, yes, Sonic, hello. You also don't go into the actual casino. I believe that is a Sonic-only level. So, that was fast and easy.
That wasn't
And hey,
too
well, you
bad.
know, we are at the end of the part. So next time...